Alright, what you see here is a NuTone Verandah Deluxe ceiling fan. I got this from Brandon C. Johnson last year. This is the one that me and him found at the Lawrence Habitat. Same time I got the textured white Hunter Stratford II in 44 inches. Now, it's a very unique fan, especially because it's in the 36-inch size, and also it has the smaller motor housing, which is quite uncommon to find these in. Well, one of them it's a 36-inch version, but with it having a smaller motor housing, it's even more uncommon. Now, it did come with a NuTone light kit. I do have that on it still. I took it off just to show it the switch cap. That's kind of cute to see what these look like in the 36-inch size and polished brass without any light on it. Now, for those who know, the 52-inch version of this is actually a childhood fan for me. Well, I mean, these fans are childhood for me in general, but a Burger King near me had two of these in 52 inches with the polished brass. I'm pretty sure they were oak blades. I don't remember them having center, but I remember they were somewhat of a lighter oak, like this. They had a bell canopy. This one didn't come with the bell canopy. It actually came with the ball and socket canopy. I just put the bell canopy on it just because I figured it looks more appropriate to the fan and such. And also the downrod, it's not a brass one, it's actually the brown one from the brown and brass ones I see at the bank. I stole it off of one of them and put some tape around and sprayed it brass so I'd have at least a proper looking downrod for this fan, because that was actually the main reason that held me off from testing this down here, was that I didn't have a short downrod to put it on, because the one that it came with was way too long. It would be about below that black pipe of the copper right there. It would be like about at that length, and that'd be way too low for this basement without it getting damaged. But yeah, this fan is from 1985, just like my other polished brass one. And this one runs pretty smooth, honestly. It's quieter than the other one, without a question. And this switch cap is actually from my polished brass one as well. The ornate portion, that is. Yeah, these are definitely sought after fans, without a question. It definitely has some nice solid oak blades. Now this fan, I'd love to install somewhere, but it does have a bit of a wobble to it, so that kind of worries me. However, I feel like it also wobbles a bit because it's on the U-bolt. I'm wondering if I put it on the ball socket that it would wobble less. But the fan's in pretty good shape. The only spot that kind of has some issue finish-wise is this right here. You can kind of see the brass is a bit worn on it and such. But I mean, it's a 35-year-old fan, so I mean, the fact that it's in this good of a shape, I'm actually pretty surprised, since usually people don't take care of them after so many years. And I've seen worse, and a lot worse than this. I don't even newer fans and such. But I always do have the brass blade arms from the other NuTones, so if I really wanted to make it look more presentable, I could just swap these out. But the rest of the fan otherwise is in pretty good shape. The brass, except for the top little, it's like that too. And this canopy isn't from this one; it's from one of the ones at the bank. Same thing as the mounting portion; that's from the one at the bank as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and start off on low. Well, very low, because it's 2 speeds. High and very low, which you can adjust it right here. Now this one I think was bypassed as well. I think Brandon had to do some work to get it to work the way it is now. Because from what I've heard from Dan, Spiffy Newman, that with these fans, you could either have them bypassed so that it only work through the various speed control that you can have on the wall, or you can have it operated with the chain and the various speed control that's on the actual fan. In most cases, I'm guessing they would have it with the previous one. But It's definitely a unique little fan. I mean, every time I've seen these fans installed, that I've seen them with solid state controls. But the two that were at the Burger King, I am not sure. But also, there was a restaurant by me that had, it might have been an antique brass one, but they had two of them, oak blades and everything. But I think they were darker oak blades, so like the walnut. But what was I gonna say? One of them broke down, and then they replaced it with a Verde Huntington. Then that place closed down around 2008-ish, something like that. And they tore it down, and now there's a Pizzeria Uno there, which I filmed at many years ago. But they might have been antique brass, but no, they definitely weren't antique brass. I would have remembered that. I would have noticed that, like, oh, it's a different type of brass than the ones I seen at the Burger King. So they were definitely polished brass ones. It's just the blade finish. I don't think they were oak. I think they were walnut. I think. I'm not 100% sure. I know they didn't have stencil, though. Or they might have. Or one of them might have. But, yeah, back to these ones. The Burger King that had them in 52-inch size, they renovated that portion where they were installed due to the fact that there was a bad leak, so the fans got completely destroyed. They got water damaged badly. It was like one of those little Burger Kings where the center area was like a high arched ceiling with wooden beams. That's how it was there, and it was a really cool install. I really liked it a lot. If they hadn't had water damage, those fans would have lasted until like 2011 when they completely renovated the whole entire place to like how Burger Kings look now. But that was the only reason why they removed them, because they got water damage, and they just put tiled ceiling where the wooden beam there used to be. And then there's the ones at the church that are brown, 8 of them. And then there's a Hampton Bay Minuet too, the Satan brass one. So having this one like this kind of reminds me, it's kind of like a combination of both of those fans, the NuTones and the Hampton Bay Minuet too. Except it's small and brass like the Minuet too, but instead it's a NuTone Verandah Deluxe, which is what they had which is what they have in the actual church portion. Alright, let me go and move it up to medium-ish speed. There we go. Unless it had like a little line for me to tell like where it's like the full and such, fullish speed, and kind of like to play around to see how high it is now. I really do like this fan a lot. I know Brandon kind of had trouble selling it to me. He told me he wasn't going to sell it, then he did. It's actually one of the safest fans he ever found, and in a sense, I guess now that I have it, you could also consider it my first fan that I found that I have that's now in my collection, along with the Stratford II. And still to this day, those are the only fans I really got from ceiling fans I got from a Habitat. Kind of tend to find more stuff off of like Craigslist, Marketplace, or Facebook Marketplace, and then like from collectors. But yeah, it's definitely a very nice fan. And I feel like the church that I went to a lot as a kid, which is still there to this day, my mom and I would start to go to when I was closer as I got older and such. But I feel like in the back area of the church, they probably would have. I feel like it would have looked really cool if they had one like this with the forearm like it that this came with NuTone shades. I can see that. They have like a lot of brass lights in the back area, so I feel like one of these in brass would have looked really nice there if they had one. And the what is it? The Parish Office, they have the white Cameron 2 and 44 inches and the 2 NuTone decorators. And then at the priest's house, they have a Hampton Bay Gazebo Plus on the porch, the enclosed porch area. And in the kitchen area, from what I remember seeing as a kid, still there to this day, they had I think it was the Harbor's, not the Caldera, but it was like the gazebo version that they had. But it was like one of the ones that had like the unique looking light, kind of like the Casablanca looking one. But yeah, let's go ahead and move this fan up to high. And from my knowledge, it's not a single video of these and polished brass on YouTube that are 36 inches with the switch cap, so I figured I'd also show it like this as well. You see a lot of the 52-inch ones, but you don't really see videos of the 36-inch ones that often. So the fact that the 52-inch ones are pretty uncommon in a sense, the fact to find one in 36 inches is even more uncommon. So if you see one, definitely get it. You can definitely resell it very easily in the fan community. And this fan obviously moves a great amount of air for a fan of 36 inches. Definitely could cool down a medium-sized room without a problem. Keep thinking too, like how Mark has the antique brass one installed at his parents' house above his what used to be his bedroom. Now he moved into a condo for the time being, just so he can be away from his parents due to the pandemic and such. And I always keep thinking that the 52-inch one looked way too big above his bed. I feel like that a 36-inch one would look a lot better, and also would probably push more air since it's not too close to the wall and such. And also this video I know Dan's gonna like, since I showed him a picture of this a while ago. He's like, "Oh, I want it," which I don't. It's probably one of the few fans that collectors will want a numerous amount of. Same thing with like originals. I'd like to have multiple ones of. Same thing with industrials, I guess, but like originals. There's like certain models that like I know collectors like to have various amounts of. Originals, Fasco, Charlestons. Quite a few, but I know this is definitely up there for like something that like almost every collector wants to have. And I mean, it's interesting even with the younger kids that are collectors. They like these fans a lot as well, and a lot of them they're not at. I guess it's more so something you see like that the older generation like. From that were born in the 80s and the 90s would see more, but it's interesting to see that even kids that are born like in the mid to late 2000s even have a huge interest in these fans as well. So it's definitely a fan that has a very big importance to the fan community, which is something that's nice to see after almost 40 years and such. Sorry about it, I just ran out of space on my phone. Alright, shut it off and do spin down. Yeah, some of the videos you might be seeing, like toward these next few tests, there might be some cuts in between. I'm not trying to go back, start over, just get a full video without any edits to it, because I'm trying to rush test a lot of fans before I move out of the basement completely. I still have like a few more days. But by the time you're seeing this video, it's gonna be like a few months from now, but kind of really cramping it down to testing. I kind of like multitasking. I'm cleaning out the basement and testing stuff as I do it. Kind of basically when I'm taking breaks from moving stuff, I'll test something. But I'm just trying to test the ones that I feel like lighting wise it would show the finish on better here before I start testing stuff at Nathan's. That and more so I'm trying to test fans I don't want to bring back and forth so much, risk damaging them. And this is definitely one of them. Oh, the brown and brass NuTones, I'm probably going to have to test at Nathan's. I really don't see myself testing them here, since they actually need a little bit of work to them, in the sense that both of those were bypassed, so I can't test those right now. But this one and the polished brass one definitely were viewed for a video, so I figured I'd get those ones tested first. And here's the reverse switch for it. I might actually have to install it somewhere, because I know if Mark, next time Mark comes by, he's probably going to look for us and try to sneak it out when I'm not looking. So, Mark, if you're watching this, there is no way you're going to get this fan, so don't even think about it. Alright, move it up to a medium-ish speed. Alright, now for high. Definitely does a good job on reverse on high. Alright. Now to shut it off, and that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.